Okay, let's see. I don't know how much of this I saved and whatnot. I've been filming 3 attempts now, but anyways. Hey guys, how's it going? I have a lot of stuff in my hair and let me break it down for you. As you can tell, my hair is short and dark. So I went ahead and dyed it again from that red color. I had it around this color and then it went to about yay color in between, about a little lighter than that one. There's another box that I went out and bought, which is completely out of, except for the leave-in red color, like the tiny little one. Cool beans. My color boost that came in it, it was a Furia. It was the violet color, and I don't know the number right now, sorry guys, but on my last video I talked about it. Anywho, I've been just using this and conditioner for the red, but I think I might add a little bit more since it's been a while. My hair went pretty dark. I just used this color and left it on for a good solid time with the Developer 25, because it kind of works as more of a depositor the lower you go. So, and this is all I had left of that, about that much left, so I can do it again for my conditioner. But the color that's in this one is 36, and it's a gel permanent color, and it's about this tone right now, but a little bit darker in between these two, because this is my natural hair, dark, 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 as you can tell, dark, 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 right? So I added this color, which says it comes out to about this. It's for brunettes, and it works pretty good. My only thing that I don't really care for the intensity of it is how dry it leaves your hair. But it could also be from all that bleaching too. I mean, so if you're a virgin, you have great hair. Not that you are a virgin, but if you have virgin hair, I mean, it will be fine. But it's more like a depositing color. It kind of reminds me more of a semi-permanent. So if your hair is really like hanging on the edge like mine, you haven't done a protein treatment in a while, it's not gonna last. It's gonna last maybe 2 or 3 weeks, like this color, you know? I mean, it's still dark, but the red tint to this fades really fast. So keep that in mind when you're trying to do red to dark, or go from lighter red to dark hair that is fried, like my state. So I'll do this over the weekend. But in the meantime, friends, oh, it might be in here. Haha, it is. Okay, so I mixed the V48 color with that brown color, because this is kind of like a darker color too, but it's more purplish. So you know what? I'm gonna add that into this one, just because, so I can get it done over the weekend. So I like to mix those two together, and gives it more of a violet tone than just a red brunette tone. Okay? But I also used this in between when I was this color going into this color, and I was still in between those two. So my hair was kind of more on the light side, and then it went from the light side to about, oh man, that's not a great representation, to about this color, sort of. This is not doing it justice. I could share a picture in the link below. And then from that color to about this color, but a little bit darker, because I left this in a little bit longer. Not too much longer, maybe about 5 more minutes more. But when you're using box dye, it will always tell you exactly where, usually, but always prepare for it to be a little bit darker than what they tell you, because chances are with a box dye, that's what you're gonna get. I don't know why that is, but just the way it goes. Anywho, without further ado, let me show you what I am doing today. So I wanted to do another hair tutorial on the protein treatment because it's been a while and I had all these little flyaways that were breaking off. I did get, however, some Redkens. I like the Redkens anti-snap, anti-extreme, cat, whatever, repair damage treatments. So I went ahead and bought this one. This one was a little more expensive, but I think for the price, it's not too bad. I would recommend going a little bit lighter because, I don't know, it's like a gel, right? It's not a spray, it's a pump gel kind of cream. Ugh. And what you do is rub it and then put it in your hair. So on the ends, anywhere where it feels more fragile. So I'm gonna put it on my ends that are kind of dry right now from lack of oil and protein treatment because everything else I've already combed and brushed. So I'm waiting to do the blow drying process, but I wanted to show you guys first everything that I did, sort of. I'll go back through the ones that I videotaped in the past. So we went ahead and put the Aphogee treatment in. You want to do this once to twice a week, depending on how fragile your hair is. And it's been a while, mind you, since I've done this. I've already dyed it, and I've been doing protein like leave-in treatment for hair mask, but not with the Aphogee. More or less like heavy conditioning treatments over the weekend, and also coconut oil. So what I have in my hair right now is a combination between all the products I just showed you, plus a little bit of aloe, okay? And the buildup of what I put in this morning. This morning, I styled my hair and pulled it back a little bit, but I used this for a textural look. It's great for spiky hair too. Like anytime you want to chunk it and spike it and make it all kind of like crispy, but not super crispy to touch. This stuff works great. Paul Mitchell wax works. I got this tip when I was like 13, but that stuff works amazing because I did short like this when I was 13. And this stuff works awesome, FYI. If you have thin or fine hair, I totally recommend you guys getting this. It's just a perk for me. It's a conditioner foam. So yes, if you like mousse and you also want like a textural like pliableness, and also leave thickens your hair and conditions it, this stuff works great. It's definitely different than what I'm used to using as far as mousses go. It's more like a conditioner, leave-in conditioner type of feel, but it's still foamy enough to where you can play with it like a mousse. It's pretty interesting. And of course, I want to use my TreSemmé's handy dandy dry shampoo. Pick out whatever dry shampoos you love to do. I use this first before I put in that product. So before I do my blow drying, I like to do this, and I'm going to do it again. It's just like a leave-in damage protein treatment by L'Oreal. It's called Elvive. I've used the mask too for this brand, and it works really great too. But this Total Repair protein recharge, I mean, it's a perk. What I bought it for was kind of like a leave-in base that's a lighter. So, and also for damaging for the UV rays in the sun. But I'm not sold on it, to be honest. I mean, it works okay. But I really don't see a dramatic difference in my hair texture. I mean, maybe it is keeping it a lot more live, but honestly, I mean, I could do without it. I can get something else that I think would be a little more effective from Sally's and probably less expensive. Just my thought on that. And I used hairspray this morning too. So normally I don't like to use hairspray, but my hair was giving me a hard time with the funny little grooves. I have calyx A and B. And my hair was going so I did this in the bangs and then lightly on the back. I also used my boyfriend's gel. I'm out of hair gel, and I could not find this morning, so I was freaking out thinking I have a way to texture my hair. So this stuff worked really well. It's kind of, it smells like Guy's. It has like a light musky scent, but not too bad. And it feels like a gel, basically, a pliable gel. Semi-finished. I don't know Jack, I never heard of it before, but he had it, so I took it, put it in my hair, mixed it with this once I found that. So make it more jelly So last but not least, I've also purchased on Amazon this bottle of bonding conditioner. I use this in the shower. I just wanted to show you guys. I've been using it as my daily treatment. I definitely recommend using it as a leave-in, or even just like after you're done washing your hair, put the bonding treatment conditioner in, just because it helps. And then I still have my Olaplex. I used a big chunk of it yesterday. Oh, like a crazy person. Went like this and it went air bubble. So definitely recommend this stuff. It's awesome. You'll notice a difference right away when your hair is super fried, extremely fried. It definitely makes it less fried, more pliable. And also this morning I used these too. They're kind of like sheen sprays because my hair is really dry. So the shine is gone out of my hair. So this helps add that little bit. And this is kind of thicker than this. This one's more lightweight. This one's a little more, I don't know, it's like kind of between olive oil and coconut oil. So this one's lighter and it smells good. This one doesn't smell as nice, but if you need, your hair is really dried, this stuff works good. All right, so let me continue on now. I'm gonna go ahead and blow dry my hair for approximately 15 minutes. Give or take. Till it gets hard, basically. So I went ahead and I already combed it over. Doopy-doop. I combed it over with my pick, made it flat, straightened it out. So I'm gonna leave my hair like this, maybe, it says 2 minutes leaving it after it gets hard, after you blow dry it. It has to bond together and get stiff. It might take a little bit longer for me because technically I added a bunch of coconut oil to my hair and aloe and that conditioning bonding treatment and the Redkens because it needed it. It was that dry. Bad kitty. So it feels kind of stiff, but still soft from the coconut oil that I put in my hair. Coconut oil is great though. I totally recommend putting coconut oil in your hair. Leave it greasy. Leave it greasy. That's gonna be my slogan, guys. Greasy. Leave it greasy. Because you want all that moisture to go back to your hair and stay in your hair. Alright, that's good for me, y'all. Woo! That was about 5 minutes. As you can tell, it's drying and it's getting stiff. I think I'm just gonna let the rest air dry just because I don't like a lot of heat on my hair. Even though it says to apply the heat, I guess to bond it, make it stiff, and then to wash it out. But like I said, I put a lot of oil and conditioner in my hair. It's gonna take a long time for it to dry. Just because that's the way it is. When you add a lot of oil to your hair, it's not gonna dry. So, anywho, that's my tutorial on doing the Aphogee treatment, leave-in treatment. If you don't want to do it my way, you don't have to. You don't have to add extra products. You can read the bottle and do it directly as it says to do it. You don't have to do everything verbatim the way I do it. This is what I'm telling you for extremely, extremely dry hair that's breaking when you're combing it. These are my tips that I'm letting y'all know has worked for me in the past. I'm putting them all together, weaving them in a web, and trying it out today. So these are all my conditioning secrets on how to get your hair from point A to point B. All right. So it's been a while since I did my Aphogees. Let's do a recap. So it's been about 4 or 5 weeks since I've used this, maybe over a month and a half, and I started seeing some splitting. So I'm going to continue to use this and bump it up more to about 2 weeks, every other 2 weeks, like I did when I was bleaching, okay? Because my hair has been processed from adding in all those chemicals, making it darker. It's not as intense as bleaching, but it still damages your hair. So my hair's having a problem with breakage. I'm gonna go ahead and move on to another protein treatment. So this helps really to bond it during the process. You can either do directions just using that, or you can do it the way I just told you guys how I did it. So first step is to use this and put some aloe gel and add them together. You can put them in a bowl and then you can brush it on, or you can just use your hands however you feel is necessary. Now my hair has all that stuff that I told you this morning in it, so it's got a lot of buildup. It's super processed and dry feeling, so this will help getting it through your hair because it's a gel, right? Aloe's gel, and this is very, very like liquidy and very strong, but together I think it's a really good combo. All right, so I added these two together throughout my hair first. Second, I went ahead and saw the little strands that were still hanging, and I put the Redken in. And those little strands, just kind of brushing it along, making it stay in, and brush a little, like with my fingers, right? And then I added this at the end, and then it was very saturated and still feeling kind of gelish, but I had a little bit of stragglers still, you know, like the little teeny strands, right? The little teeny texture strands, if you touch your hair and it still feels dry and not soft, I went ahead and added a good amount, like about a teaspoon to 2 teaspoons of coconut oil to my hair. At night, if I'm just doing a coconut mask alone, I'll probably do about a tablespoon to 2 tablespoons. But honestly, this is about as much as you will need for very little hair, like thin hair, right? If you have like medium hair like me, medium coarse hair, about that much is all you're gonna need at night. Maybe a little bit more if your hair is really long, but my hair is really short, and that's about as saturated as my hair needs to be. I'm gonna go ahead and put another just on the ends, just another layer coat, because my hair is still really dry and starting to get hard with the Aphogee in it. But I still feel like there's little tiny hairs that are breaking. So I'm gonna add a little more coconut oil on there, just on the surface, where I feel it cracking. I mean, even the protein treatments help, and coconut oil helps, but the Aphogee, I'm telling you guys, it's the best thing you're gonna get for bang for your buck without breaking the bank. Okay, so definitely use this daily. I would use it nightly and wash out your hair, or use the dry shampoo method, however you feel is best. You can go ahead and wash like your hair a little bit and use coconut oil, or you can use it as leave-in treatment, but use like a tiny bit, like very little. And when I mean little, I mean like tiny bit, like in between your nail bed, like right here, right? Like, hold up. Like just this amount underneath your finger, your pinky finger. About that much is all you're gonna need. Maybe a little bit more. But, so in between days, I am using my hair products. I am leaving in my protein treatments. Not the Aphogee one. Aphogee is more of a monthly treatment. I would say like just leaving your bonder. You could use your Lustra or a really heavy conditioner. And then also if you want to splurge, get your Olaplex. I would do this weekly, like once a week. I did mine yesterday and got all over the place. Oopsie doopsies. But this stuff I use daily. I just use like 3 or 4 pumps, depends on how much you're gonna need for the day. And it's kind of keeping my hair together temporarily during the week. I just want to use those two, right? The Redkens and the Lustra. Use this when you wake up to wash your hair from the coconut oil. And then after your hair dries, go ahead and put some pumps of the Redken in. And then go ahead and continue on with your styling products, however you want to use it. Alright, so that is my tutorial on my updates of everything that I've been using and where my hair is at now. So I'm gonna leave it like this the rest of the day. I'm gonna go sleep with it maybe. I don't know, we'll see. I normally like to keep it in at least 4 hours max. I would say overnight, you know. You don't want to keep it in too long. It says on the bottle like 2-3 minutes, but honestly, I don't see a difference if you're just putting in a small amount to comparison to putting in a longer amount. I just prefer to leave it on my hair as long as possible because I want all the nutrients from the Aphogee treatment to soak into my hair, completely saturated, and stay in there as long as possible. It says, you know, 2 minutes on the bottle, so do what you think is best. I'm just telling you from my experience, the longer I leave it in, the healthier my hair looks, or at least it's conditioned longer that way. So I mean, tell me what you guys think down below, if you've seen different, like a difference between if you've done it for 2 minutes or if you're doing it overnight, or for max like 8 hours. Like I would say max is 8 hours. I think I went like 2.5 hours and I was like, okay, I'm done. But I think the longest like I've ever done it was for 4 hours, or overnight. Because I've done overnight like a tiny bit, not like a good saturated amount, but like put some of it in with the conditioner and maybe some other hair products like overnight, like a coconut oil mask. But I don't know, that's just me. Anyways, keep me posted, guys. I'll talk to you later on. And that's it for my hair tutorial adventure. You can comment and like down below. Subscribe to XLEBUX. Hairstyles, how to do. And you can also follow me on Instacart at XLEBUX and Sally Lupo and look at my modeling post.